programming, subliminals. Remember that one subliminal I had 20 years ago? A lot of you already heard the story. I was looking for movies 22 years ago. And the internet just came out, and Microsoft had this. It's like a red page, with white, and then they did this. And they had your movie theaters. You can go, oh, what's on at the movies? I haven't been to a movie even then. I don't even know what I was doing. I was looking for a movie, maybe to do something that night, and then I sort of went into this little trance, and I could see all the subliminals lined up across the screen as a box. It's like 20 words, and they were all extremely traumatic words: genocide, murder, rape, all these really negative words, and and it shimmered like that, and it shimmered, and I was looking at it, and I going, oh, this is. So they didn't really have the subliminal technique down as well on the internet. Now they do have. Who put it there? Was it the transmitter of my internet service at the time, or was it Microsoft put it in? I think it was Microsoft more so, because my internet service provider they had a couple rooms in town. It was a pretty crude operation, but they could do it along the side. You have subliminals audio as well, and people have seen similar subliminals like that. They've seen them on their TVs. And I remember this one woman said she was doing a spinning, that spinning Wurvy Dervish thing, and she was spinning to see the change. She saw in her peripheral, and you see a lot in your peripheral when you go to bed at night. You see the spirit guides around you sometimes in your peripheral or your angel guide, and peripheral you pick up a lot. And I saw that. She saw the same thing I saw, but it was on TV. So they got us coming and going. Because the subliminals put you at ease. You're not in your body. Your soul is like, oh, what is going on? And that's the whole point, is to put you off, and then you can't access your higher self. Things like that. Okay, I'm gonna go. This was supposed to be 1 minute. How much did I? 37 minutes. Okay, sorry. I may or may not put out the other part. I got 5 parts. I don't know if I'll put them on. Some of it's redundant, what I just said. And don't worry, I still get Trump will be president someday. And whatever you do, don't take you know what. It's going to kill you. It's going to make you neutered. And I said that. If you take the you know what, if you take it, that's your problem. Do everything you can not to take it. Now, maybe we're gonna get a medical emergency in about a year, because this stuff is gonna come home to roost. And they say on TV, 50% of the people have taken it. I doubt it's about 32, 33%. So they're lying. They're meeting resistance. No one wants to take it. You know what I mean? No one wants to take it, and it's gonna make you neutered. Well, if you're neutered, it doesn't matter. You don't want to have kids. You go, it doesn't matter. That's a health thing. If you are neutered, that means you're not totally healthy. Even you're not going to have kids. You don't want to be neutered. I don't volunteer it. Well, I'm not going to have any kids anyway, Patrick. I'm older. I don't. No, you want to be whole as much as you can. You want everything functioning naturally as well. You don't want some Nazi putting stuff in your body to shorten your life. It shortens your life. It makes you ill. You're going to have low energy, lethargic. You probably won't even be able to do a job. And when you get this low energy, low immune system, all sorts of things can manifest. And they're going to blame it on a new virus that, they just make it up. Whoops, did I say something? Anyway, so these people, they made us mistakes. So what I've been thinking, and this is what I'll end with, we're going to have to think of spiritual exercises. And a lot of you, this could be your idea. You can steal it. Don't give me credit. But say, we're going to do spiritual exercises. Prayer. I got the prayer. Use the prayer I've been giving you. Use the prayer. And you get, where's my just put it in a cup and go and hold it. This is your cup, and do the prayer. And that prayer, this water will neutralize that thing you took. All right? Because you're going to have to do that. We're going to have to and do what we're going to have to envelope ourselves in Christ's light as an exercise. Just lay down, close your eyes, and say, Christ's light, come around me, and neutralize that thing. And I think we'll get there. And then you're going to use like orgone accumulators. They got things you can put on your chest. It goes on and on and on. There's things you can do to neutralize this poison. And I wouldn't be surprised there's an antidote out there already made to neutralize the evil they're doing. And there's several things in it. You already know what I'm talking about. Now I also get, they made this war on this other thing. It's made, and they've been trying to get, because it's actually okay. It doesn't have the same side effects. So, like they want to get rid of it, and it keeps coming back. And if you have to take one, take that one. All right, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I'm 41. I didn't mean to do this. Now I don't even know if I'll put up the stuff and start bringing in spiritual tools into your house. And you got to think about it. You know, for example, the Ethiopian Bible, the Greek Orthodox Bible, I believe the Russian, I'm not sure. Those are higher vibration or higher life force because they have more of the original books, all right? Versus the King David's missing too much. Not King, they always call it King David. King James is missing. The Schofield, low vibration. You don't want those. That's what I have, though. I say don't get it, but this was $7. So it's fine. I'm going to particular passages. So I got this one, $7. But it's missing. It's missing 2/3. And we don't even know. But some of those in the Nag Hammadi, some chapters in the Nag Hammadi, some in Enoch, Giants, all those things, these are all, they add to the life force of the Bible, and they should be put back in. What comes close to that is the Greek and Russian Orthodox, the Ethiopian Bible. Those are bigger, and they have more books. That's all I'm saying. And those more books, some of them are really, really high. Really high. All right? It's like Psalms 16, Psalms 51. 51 is a great one. I go to that one, and I'm able to get rid of stuff. You know, with the All-Father. The All-Father is number one. Number one. Of everything that survived his ministry, All-Father is like, you're going back to the Sermon on the Mount. You're holding hands with him as he's praying. And you're connected to the highest dimension. That's why it's so powerful. And that's why I recommend it. Well, it's a very quick thing. You're getting hammered everywhere. Just say it. 3 times. 3 times a day. Just say it. Don't even look. It's easy to do. And that'll get you started for the rest of your journey. But all right, I'm gonna let you all go. I just want to think things could get worse before they get better, and are obviously trying to cause a food shortage. And somebody said a year ago, they wrote a comment. It was a very good comment. And they said, well, they're trying to cause a food shortage, Patrick. What's going on? And yeah, I didn't think they would succeed at the time. I don't think they'll succeed, and I don't think they will. But we do have practical things they are trying to cut down on like milk production. So a dairy farmer sells well, you can't reopen it as a dairy farm. You won't get licensed. These things are kind of going on. This war on food. Poultry production is going down. Oh, COVID. So it's a made-up thing to close down the poultry. Oh, the workers, they don't care about the workers. They're probably all illegal aliens anyway. They're just closing it down. They want to close down, and the money we don't see, these chicken and poultry, they're getting money. they're not losing money because it's coming from the system to support these decisions, and they want to get rid of wheat production. We're like, we used to be the biggest wheat producer in the world. Now Russia and China produce more, but China consumes it all. Russia exports Canada and Australia, but they have big droughts in Australia, so the wheat production is getting tight. Well, this is a war on wheat. We're going to have some things are the distribution of wheat is critical. It's critical, and it's getting tight. And if we don't export, the United States is like even in our consumption. And what if China already bought up the futures contract? Then that we don't get it; it goes to China. Well, what happened if we have shortage of bread in the United States? You'd never think that was possible. But this is where they're lunging towards. They're trying to do this. They want food shortages. They want to walk into the supermarkets and show these shortages of food. And, if you have money, you can afford a $10 loaf of bread. I mean, you're going to be fine. I mean, we're going to have to pay more for our food. And you see food going up right now. Well, part of the issue is they're printing money, massive amounts of money. They diluted it. They produce what's in circulation right now is 25% is new money of the last 12 months. 25%. Oh, shoot, another 25, that's half the money. It's going crazy. And they're doing it on purpose. They're doing it on purpose. All these things are multifaceted. And what else is driving it up? Cost of fuel is higher, the tractor. And I've heard people, just like you said, the wheat, mechanized farmer, tractors, they want to get rid of it. They go, oh, we have to get rid of mechanized farming. And I go, well, what are the people going to eat? These elitists want to kill people. They want people to suffer. And they want not only that you die of starvation, they want you to linger and die slowly. They want pain. And this is like, we got to stop this. This is the highest part. We got to get rid of these people. And these are the same people that own CNN. They own it. And they hire these bootlickers. That's what they are. All of CNN, they're bootlickers. They're anti-black, anti-white, anti-Christian, and they know they have to destroy the Christ-like. They have to. They can't sustain. And this has always been for 1,000 years. There'll come a time where Christians will be the minority. And what they were talking about was the Christ consciousness. They didn't know the churches would be broken up. Like, the Christian church was shattered. And it was part of the job of New Age was to shatter Christianity. And it's doing it, producing more outlets, And a lot of these things like Buddhism is not, New Age per se. It's just another religion. But it's an umbrella which all these different competing religious and spiritual principles can fight against Christianity. And so you go and, I don't know if they have them anymore, but the New Age bookstores you used to find, well, you could find Critical Path by, his name, Buckminster Fuller, and things like that. They're like thought-provoking books talking about where we can go, what we can do with humanity. He would never say he was New Age. And that guy, the singer, never mind, I forget his name. What was his name? He did westerns. He kind of did a folk. He did a western happy country folk during the 60s and 70s, and no one in the rock and roll liked him. But his music was higher than rock and roll. We'll end with that. Pat, you keep saying you're going to end, and you keep talking. So I had visions of people that are going to come into my life. I don't know. I can't take anyone. I can't. I dealt with so many people. I don't know how long we can do dealing. People are difficult. That's why I got a dog. I got a big dog. And he's a difficult dog, but God, he's a lot easier than people. I love all creation. What's his name? Bob Denver. Bob Denver? John Denver. John Denver. John Denver. Okay, West Virginia. West Virginia. All right, West Virginia. Okay, show me John Denver, his music as a group, as a. Look at this. Did you see this? John Denver is high. His music is high. He's happy. He's 7.5, almost 8. He's just about saintly. He's not quite there. He might be. I have to do a more exact reading and drill down. But look, that's where he is. I was holding my thumb on it. Show me the Rolling Stones and their music. Did you see this? It's like that every single time. 0. Rolling Stones and the Beatles, Tavistock, Mind Control, the whole thing. And you know, I'm guilty of it because I listened to it when I was growing up. It was always in the background. You couldn't get, it's a trigger. I hear Can't Get No Satisfaction. You hear it in a supermarket or something, it triggers something in you. So getting your power back is just recognizing that. Just saying, oh, it's the Rolling Stones, it's Lucifer, and I'm reacting to this. You just made it worthless. You took your power back, you understand it, you see it. I can't prevent the supermarket from playing that. I can't. But I can understand it. I can understand how it affects me and pay attention to my thinking, when I do hear it. And all of them, not all of the 60s. I mean, the 60s was like, you listen to some of those old ones, and it was a generation just ahead of me. I was in elementary school, and so I heard it. And we knew it as kids, my older siblings would be listening to this. And they went off, and the war, everything about it. So it was all choreographed, the 60s. And so is the 90s. The hip hop, it's all choreographed. I don't hear John Denver, thank you. So he's pop music, right? Feel happy, pop, and show me hip hop. Show me the hip hop. Boom, 0. Just like it's choreographed, it's designed. They got better technology to put the subliminals in it, and they do black magic on it. So all of it, when they make the record, it's embedded with black magic or sorcery. Just the whole thing. So they have all these steps that are, and some of these are sigils, which they put in books, like Vanity Fair. You open up the magazine, and they have the sigils, boom, boom. They're printed on there, and they're floating, and they're there. And they're telling you death, genocide, rape, and make things and make you weaker and cut you off. God doesn't exist, atheism, and you kind of get like, no, God exists, I exist, I am connected to the universe, I stand for light, divine light, Christ light, universal knowledge. That word, universal knowledge. Like, show me Lucifer. Show me Lucifer, the light bringer. 0. Works with Satan, all right? No light bringer. That's all nonsense. All the Ledbetter and all that stuff from Golden Dawn. Nonsense, nonsense, nonsense. Who's that lady I told you about? Isis Unveiled, all right? She's like a 7. Well, that's pretty good. Show me Isis Unveiled. The accuracy. Yeah, I would call that a 7. See that? 7. Show me Lucifer. Show me Lucifer. So the guys who took over the Theosophical Society, they took it away from her and trashed it. So she's David. Show me the Theosophical Society. There it is. 0. It's 0. So every time somebody produces something of light, they go in and trash it. All right. They put more material out there, like. And I'm not going to even say their names. Now I forgot what I was going to measure. I did John Denver. I did. Show me. This is my last thing. I promise. Show me. The exorcist priest that I told you about. There's a few on YouTube, but this is an older gentleman with he's a doctor in psychology or psychiatry, and he did it because he needs to understand when it's something mental illness and stuff. So he pulls out the Saint Benedict. The guy asks him, "What is the first thing you do?" And he goes, "Most exorcists pull out the Saint Benedict cross, and you can buy them for $10 on the internet." And I might have to buy one because I asked the question. He says, "Yeah, get one." And it's mostly to drive the demon out of the person, right? And they'll say all the normal. They'll say the All Father, and they'll say all these other prayers. They have a prayer for it. But so he says that. What was I going to say? I was going to say something really cool, and it wasn't about that. Oh, he also brings a tape recorder and he plays his selection of Grogorian chants, which, though Grogorian or Pope Gregory was way back, it refers to him because it's talking about music when he was Pope. It was the start of this, of these vocals, and I've always listened to, when I was younger, I went and bought Grogorian chants. I don't know why, but I know they work. They work. And he plays it because he says it's really, and what? Give me Grogorian chants. So we got, okay, here's Rolling Stones. Here's Rolling Stones, Lucifer, really dark. You're totally open to demons when you listen to it. You're demonic, and you'll rip your auric field open, just like drugs or alcohol and listening to rock and roll. They all drug, and excessive sex. You're going to put these holes in your shield, and these demons will come in and just park there, and they almost become a part of your personality. So you got a phone an exorcist or whatever, or you can do what I'm suggesting. You reinforce your auric field. Just make it part of your life when you do these things. So show me the Grogorian chants. Show me the Grogorian chants. Ready? Go. Show me the typical. All right. You see, it's a 10, and there are hundreds. There are hundreds of them. But so you can actually play. So I went and bought some CDs because I used to have them. I move so much, I lose everything. Everything is stolen from me in my life. Everything is taken, just like it's nothing new. But I have people in my life. I have good friends. I have good support. It's solid. It's there. I appreciate that. I have angelic support. I appreciate it. I say thank you, thank you, thank you. And you see me saying thank you that 3 times all the time. Just say just thank you, thank you, thank you. Show gratitude. It strengthens your support from the ethers. You're acknowledging the dialogue that is occurring within you that you can't see. So this is my last thing, I promise, and then I go. How much is it? 58 minutes. Wow, I'm sorry. So, certain Grogorian chants are higher. All right. And here's a CD I bought. I don't have it yet, so I bought the CD. I hope it's like the ones I had before. They're really cool. Some of the older Grogorian chants made in the 30s and 50s. Those monks are, and when they're sung by monks, they're really, really. These guys that pray all day, and then they went and they sang this. They're producing this really super. But their problem is they have a lot of static because the recording technology wasn't so good, and then they re-recorded it. It looks like they recorded a vinyl record. I just wanted to show you 1 through 1,000. This is a 1,000 over here. So show me Christ. Show me Christ. So Christ, here he is. Do you see it? Okay, this is at, can you see it? This is 33, 330 times the normal. That's who Christ was. His life force is 330 times the normal. Just huge. He walks into a city and his whole energy would consume the city. And okay. So the Grogorian chants, show me, I'm changing the chart on you, that's what I'm doing. So this is 1 to 1,000, show me Grogorian chants. You're replicating Christ's light. See that? It's 330. It's 330. Show me the Rolling Stones. it's like below zero. It is so evil. These are, when I say Satan or Lucifer, I'm talking about drug, blood drinkers, children's blood drinkers, sacrificing children, sacrificing humans, sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. And there's my protector. Hey, big guy, want to come here? Come here, come here, come here. I gotta go. So I wanted to say, you can, and we did like the Lord's Prayer. You say it over and over and over in Aramaic. You can put it down low, but if you do it a little bit higher, it's better. All right, I did measure that. So if you wanted to go really low and do work, if it's distracting you, and you can turn it down really, really low, but you want to kind of hear it. And then if you, let's say you want to go to the supermarket, turn it up a little bit and let the vibration go into the walls. And this is the same thing with the Grogorian chants. You can play it, maybe put a CD and let it play over and over and over again. You don't have to be there. It's going to become part of your room. It's going to become part of your room. Oh, who loves you? Who loves you? Come on, wag that tail. Oh, who's happy? Who's happy? I got a happy. And this is what this breed does. It's not an insult, but they give you your rear end, and you're supposed to, their nerve endings by the tail, and they just love it. And they'll turn around and they'll back up to you. It's like they're just giving you the rear end. Could you scratch my butt? We can't do that here in America. You get arrested. Maybe not anymore, but look at that. Oh, you are the best. You, I love you. You are the best. Look at that coat. Still got his winter coat. Goodbye. Thank you for joining me. Just have, we can do anything. We're going to defeat these people. That's what this is all about. This knowledge is weapons to defeat these people. And they must be pushed over. And you incarnated at this time to experience this evil. To test your resolve of your ability to bring in the higher energies. That's what you're doing here. This is your resolve. I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to speak my ground. Don't put yourself in danger. But at the same time, you got to be firm. You got to make a commitment. If people are running around yelling, you know, Antifa, Black Lives Matter, just stay away from them. Just stay away from them as best you can, because they're mentally ill. They're possessed. Most of them are possessed because it's drugs and alcohol and all that. They're studying Nazism. They think it's socialism, but it's Nazism. It comes from other places, and all Nazism is an off-planet philosophy, right? It's humans didn't come up with Nazism or Marxism. These are off-planet ideologies that they dress up in a little bow tie and they say, "Oh, isn't this pretty?" And it's evil. It's evil. So we're fighting evil. That's it. And I'm just letting you know. And it's okay to listen to other people who are of different religious backgrounds, who are different. You're going to find light everywhere. You're going to find it. You know, I listen to Buddhists and Hindus and Christians, evangelicals, Baptists, and I think the Baptists have the biggest hurdle. They're a little bit too narrow, and the negativity on all of them. What I'm saying is, you could have 100 of these guys, and you're going to find gems of wisdom and light. All right, but most of them are low. Most religions are really, really low, and it's because you get 5 people together, and they're going to organize it. You know, there's a joke. You know the joke where Satan, one of the aides come to Satan and say, "Oh, they're organizing. These Christians are over there organizing. What are we going to do? They're going to overthrow you." And he goes, "Don't worry about it. I'm organizing them." You know, that's kind of like the issue. And some of these religions, you go in there like the Saint Benedict medal. You can glean really nice tools that you can use, because Saint Benedict and Christ and Mary, they're here. They're universalists. That's it. Kuan Yin, universalist. The female for the male. Buddha, and we have Mary. Okay, show me Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin. Look at that. Woo-wee. All right, thank you. I gotta go. Bye-bye.